I was super lazy, and in some ways I really very much still am. But if it wasn't for laziness, I never would have reached my potential, or at least I wouldn't be in a place where I feel like I'm fulfilling my potential, and I'm getting the chance to continue to fulfill my potential, and I'm enjoying the process of doing so, and want to continue doing so, and don't distrust myself to take the actions required to do so. And none of that would have happened if I hadn't sort of developed, in the end, a passion for dealing with laziness because of my own laziness. And I don't know, maybe here we're calling laziness and procrastination synonymous, which isn't actually necessarily helpful because laziness doesn't really exist and procrastination is just a signpost. Procrastination is a signpost to a pain that is causing procrastination. It's not a character flaw, it's your brain doing normal shit. There's lots of videos on my page talking about that. Laziness is a word that we use to describe not doing something you think you should be doing. So we make it a character flaw for not doing it. But really, the way I think it's useful to talk about here, and when I say I'm still lazy, is not wanting to do things in a harder way than necessary. And I figure this thing, it fits to be lying down like this, so I thought I'd just stay here. But it was laziness that saved my life because laziness meant that, well, and saved my potential, I guess, saved me from failing my potential, because without laziness, I would have just done things the way you're supposed to do them. I wouldn't have found my way of doing them. I wouldn't have found a way of doing things that made me excited to do them. I would have thought I'm supposed to push and grind and hustle, and I would have just fallen in the cookie cutter. But because I was not willing to accept doing it those ways, because those ways felt shit to me, they seemed painful and difficult and unpleasant, I thought, no, I'm not going to do things that way. And so I explored why I was feeling pain around these things, why I didn't want to do them. And then I found ways around the pain. And if you're lazy, or you identify as lazy, you probably resonate with what I'm saying there. But really, I think this translates to demand avoidance. So if you feel like you have to do something, it becomes painful just because you have to do it. And if you have to do something, then the only other option is avoidance, and that's painful because there are consequences to not doing the thing, and you feel shame and guilt for not doing the thing. You feel shit about yourself for being lazy. What if laziness is a good thing? What if it's the way, like your sensibility, your pickiness? You work around your pickiness rather than making it a character flaw, rather than feeling shit for not doing things the right way. You say, nah, the fault is the task. The fault is the situation. I'm going to change things, the way I do things, the environment, the expectations of others. I'm going to affect the world in the way I approach things so that I can be as lazy as possible, so that I can do things in a way that is as enjoyable as possible. And what ends up happening is you end up finding ways of doing things that you really enjoy, and then suddenly you don't feel the need to be lazy because you're doing things in a way that you enjoy, and you're getting more clarity on how you like to do things and what you find enjoyable, and so you start pursuing more of the things you care about, and because you're pursuing more of the things that you care about, you're manifesting your potential. The cat is stuck on the fly screen. Just let's see. He can't get his arm off. Oh, there we go. Your potential is the things that you're passionate about all coming together in like an identity, in a version of you, in a future of you. And you can only bring those things together by following the things you're excited by. And you discover the things you're excited by trying things you're interested in. And you try things you're interested in by making them easy and accessible and engaging. And that's something you can do now. And then, before you know it, you don't care about fulfilling your potential because you kind of you're in the process of, you don't feel behind, you're just like doing cool shit. And you like doing cool shit. So it's like, yeah, this is me. I do cool shit. And you do cool shit because you do shit you think is cool. Not because there's an objective cool. You're like, this is cool. And so it's cool shit. And so I'm doing cool shit. So I feel good about myself, but it's actually just the you shit. Anyway, that's the rant for today. Stay breezy. I don't know why I said that. All right. See ya.